the mission is to launch my book, Messages from God. Why are we hitting on the USA? I think from the start, there's a very, very special message in my book for the United States. What do you think?
Absolutely, and I wouldn't exclude Canada too, but the American people are as ready and as open for this as ever can be.
I must say, this huge city intimidated me a bit, okay? I'm actually a small town girl, and but I should not be as intimidated if I know what I know.
I agree. You're quite a modest and humble, genuine person.
But I'm not religious, am I?
Excuse me? What's that?
I agree. The one thing I can say about my book for sure is that it's not pinpoint for one specific religious group. And also what I can say is that I'm definitely not psychic, but I believe I can teach people to hear God's voice at a level that's just so much more amazing than any man-made thing. You know, you've traveled the world and you've seen about 50 countries in the last 2 years that you've been. Compare the excitement of seeing the world to the excitement of learning how to hear God's voice.
There's no comparison. I mean, the world is a great place and it's beautiful. It's a wonderful privilege to travel. Once you get to start to know who God is and hearing and listening and understanding what He's giving to you, His message, and what He's trying to assist you with, your whole life changes and your outlook changes and your plans will actually change too, and you may just become a more complete person.
Have you ever heard anybody preach on the level that I speak about in hearing God's voice?
Well, this is so new that I wouldn't want to elaborate on preaching. I would want to elaborate on investigating this and not letting this go by. This opportunity you cannot let go past you at all. This is a once in a lifetime, for the minute, for the present, right now, that you have to take part of. You have to make sure you get to read this book and get the message that God has given this book.
You know, they say you must put your money where your mouth is. And you are not only a friend to me, but you are also an investor in this project. And you must have, when you read it, and it must have ignited a spark of faith that this can really touch millions of people's lives.
Absolutely. I mean, it's convincing, and it's a confirmation. When I read the book, it was confirmation of the fact that I was already headed in the right direction. This is going to transform the US completely, and it's going to do more than only transforming the US. It's going to be worldwide. It's going to be a big hit, and it's a wonderful privilege just to contribute financially some part of it, because it is going to go bigger and wider than what I ever thought, and I'm not sure what you expected.
You know, it took me 12 years, almost 13 years to complete this work. It was not something that I could just sit down and write a story. It is supernatural events that reads like fiction, but it's not fiction. It's all the truth, and your, how can I say, natural can become supernatural. Oh, and the supernatural can become your natural. I can just say that I have the most interesting life because I can hear God's voice, and nothing can compare to it. You know, I see these beautiful buildings around me, and I must say, you know, the USA, you have done really, really incredible work with where you've taken your nation, and I see the beauty of it all. But I also know that true richness can come from within when each and every person hear their destiny, and I say hear their destiny. So if you want to add anything else?
Yeah, it's about understanding who you are, where you are, and what you're about to do.